Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Today I'm going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse The Flash movie Flash figure. And sorry, I know it's been a while since I did the Keaton video, and there's obviously a huge, I think 10-day difference between that video and this one for my reviews of the Flash wave. But I got really burnt out on videos. I recorded a lot, the Guardian stuff back to back, and then that came out, and I needed a break. So thank you all for understanding and sticking around. But without further ado, let's get into what Flash comes with. So unfortunately, he doesn't come with any alternate hands, but he does come with lightning effects. Where those lightning effects are, I honestly couldn't tell you. I've had this for like a week and a half now, and I don't know where the lightning effects are. I don't really use the McFarlane lightning because they're too pliable and they don't really do a whole lot. But of course, he comes with the trading card and the stand and all that. I really would have loved to see him come with a pair of fists, at the very least, because, I mean, I love that we get running hands. That's an essential thing for a Flash character, but, it would have been nice to have him be able to punch people instead of pushing people and running away, even though that is his thing. But this figure is absolutely no slouch in any department other than accessories, in my opinion. So let's get into the detail of this figure. Say what you will about the cowl in the movie itself. It translated, perfectly, I feel like, into figure form, and it actually kind of looks a little bit better in figure form, in my opinion, because, this can all be one thing instead of having, to actually be a helmet on somebody, basically. And this looks really good. It has, you can kind of see up here on the forehead, there's some red lines going on. They look a little cool. It's got the, of course, the lightning bolts, which are molded to the helmet instead of, like, a separate piece. He's got the Flash logo, which looks so good. I love the way the logo looks. He's got these kind of vents, and then, of course, more gold lines. The ones coming around the arms and the belt, just like usual, for classic Flash stuff. His boots are not entirely gold, but they do have gold on them, so that is very nice. As for the back, he's got a lot of gold on the back here. Well, actually, he's got a lot of yellow on the back. I'm assuming this is probably just more lightning, maybe? More lightning lines or something. But I do wish that the design of this character, the design of this version of Barry, I wish that it was a little different. I think that they could have really went all out and made a really kick-ass design for this version of his suit. I wish that his belt came around a little bit more and met more in the middle here. I think that would be nice. I wish the cowl was a little bit more like the Justice League version. And then, of course, I wish the boots were all gold. That would have been cool. And I think this figure / design of the character would have been perfect. But from what it is for the movie, it is growing on me, and I really like this figure. This figure is so surprising to me. Oh, and one thing I did forget about the detail. He has weird little web shooter type things on his arms. I don't know what these are. I'm not quite sure. But there's also a nice kind of texture going throughout the figure, too. It doesn't... At first, it kind of looks like it's just sloppy paint, but it's not. It's actually some line work going on. But yeah, for whatever reason, he has these two sort of web shooter looking things on. I don't know what they are. Maybe it helps him conduct, his lightning or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but it just looks weird. I never realized it, in the trailers or anything like that. And then I got the figure and I was like, why does Flash have web shooters? What the hell's going on here? But as for articulation, his head can go up that far, which is really good for running poses. Can go down that far. Got some good old tilt for some sort of for some personality coming through. Shoulders go out that far, rotate all the way around. A little bit of butterfly joint can, kind of move a little. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that go up all the way with ease. Standard McFarlane joints at the hands. As for his torso, using both joints that go that far, back that far. He's got some tilt, rotation at both. Legs go out all the way. Can go that far forward and that far, can go that far forward and that far back, so almost the splits. He's got no movement at the joint, unfortunately, for his thigh, but his knees are double jointed and they go back that far. Standard McFarlane joints at the ankles, and of course, the toe joint as well. And now onto some size comparisons. Here is Barry next to the Shazam Fury of the Gods, Wonder Woman, and then of course the Flash movie. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Michael Keaton Batman. How good was that trailer that just came out, by the way? Whew, that was so good. And also, I will be doing a video on this, because I did. If you saw my Instagram, you saw that I did do a little bit of modification to this figure, as well as changing out the crotch-ish to a degree. And we'll go into more detail with that in that video here soon. And then here he is next to the McFarlane Toys Godspeed and my custom CW / I'm calling it Multiversal Flash. of Grant Gustin, and unfortunately the color doesn't match, nor do the heads really swap, because if they did, I would love to put Grant on this body. But this looks good. I like it. I think Ezra Miller, I think they might be a little bit taller than Grant. I'm trying to remember how they looked in the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. Which also, what's up with that? The fact that they sacrificed trying to get a Grant cameo in the movie for other stuff? Like, really? Really? That's bullshit. Like, honestly, that's actual bullshit, because Grant really should have been in the movie. But whatever. It's fine. Still gonna go see it. I'm not, you know, we weren't going to go see it for Grant, but it would have been good to see a Grant in it, but it's fine. And as for Legends comparisons, here's the Flash next to the Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Captain America and the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. And this doesn't look too bad. I mean, honestly, I think if you really wanted to, as I always say, you could do some trick of the camera stuff, but like head size wise, it kind of works. So if you wanted to make a, you know, a movie version of Ezra Miller's Flash on a Legends body, you could probably do it. I think you could. I do. I really think you could. Overall, as I said, you know, like from the beginning, I love this figure. The only problem that I have is that it doesn't come with any fists or anything like that. But other than that, I really love it. I mean, it would have been cool to maybe get like an unmasked head, but that would have been a gold label version. So, except for that comic Flash that's coming out, because what's up with that from the Flashpoint one? I wonder if maybe he's going to come with the head of Cyborg, so it's not going to be, you know, as much in the box. So they were like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's try and do that. But like, you can get some really nice poses out of this Flash, like the one in the thumbnail, you know, or this, just a real quick one. Getting him into running poses, just this Barry is super fun. I don't know what it is. It's just they did such a good job on this figure, and it doesn't surprise me, because you know McFarlane, when they do good, they do great. Like, it really is. But just a quick running pose. Oh, here, let's get this one like more into an action-y type, you know, just sort of zooming kind of thing. Looks good. I like it. You can get him into a nice stopping pose, you know, as well. Just sort of still getting his footing and learning to stay. I do wish the boots were entirely gold, but it's not a deal breaker by any means. I also do really think that this figure looks better than the actual movie design. I think this suit that they created for Ezra, and just how it looks in the movie versus how it looks in toy form, I think it lends itself better to toy form. Maybe that's just me, but like, look at this right here, the nice, you know, just look of it. I think it looks good. I really do. I think this looks great. And just how it looks in the movie, I mean, obviously I might have a different opinion once we actually see the movie, but as of right now, from just the trailers and the stills that we've gotten, I feel like it looks better in toy form, which is not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing, because I mean, you know, hey, when, you know, it's a superhero movie, they're gonna sell toys. There's a lot of toys of the Flash for this movie, so hey, if that's the case, more power to them. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.